It's fighting back, coming down to the finish. If a picture is worth 1,000 words, this is one stunning picture.
1,000 words just in front. 1,000 words wins the Robert B. Lewis.
Honoree P is full out now, second on the outside, and they're coming down to the line, and 1,000 words has done it.
It was basically all quiet on the Belmont front today at Belmont Park. Hi, I'm Mike Welsch coming to you with the daily racing form Belmont Stakes Clocker Report, brought to you by Spendthrift Farm, the home of Into Mischief, the sire of the 2020 and 2021 Kentucky Derby winners. Well, most of the major work obviously is done for all these horses, the 8 horses that are entered in Saturday's Belmont Stakes. Just maintenance time, routine gallops, pretty much the rule today. 4 of the Belmont starters went out over the main track. The other 4 went out over the training track. A lot of that action took place simultaneously, so obviously hard to cover everything when you're dealing with 2 racetracks like this. But we'll mention what I saw this morning, and that started at 5:30, very early. As usual with Creative Minister, he goes out right as the track opens, and he had a fairly not eventful morning, but a fairly active morning, considering that he was coming off a work just 48 hours early. Creative Minister came out and jogged a mile the wrong way and then turned around and galloped a mile and a quarter. He did get quite lathered up this morning, quite hot. Now, it was pretty muggy when the track opened at 5:30 today. Conditions improved a little bit as the morning went on. I'm not going to be too concerned about that. If we see that again in the next couple of days, then perhaps it would be something to monitor anyway. But Creative Minister, as I said, a big morning for him, though. Barbara Road was next. My first look at Barbara Road. He's kind of flying under the Belmont radar here, as he's done all of his major prep work at Churchill Downs before shipping in here just a couple of days ago. And it was a very easy, routine morning for Barbara Road. He's not the prettiest mover when you watch him gallop, especially when he's galloping kind of slow like he did today. I think we reported the same thing prior to the Kentucky Derby as well. When he gets a little bit, starts stretching his legs out a little more, he does move a lot smoother, but today was a very easy day for Barbara Road. We the People came out a little bit later than expected, usually 7:30 to 7:45. Today closer to 8, and he had another very controlled gallop. Looked like he wanted to do a lot more than his rider and trainer, Rudy Brissett, wanted him to do. Sort of the same as yesterday. Again, just trying to keep these horses happy and from doing too much as we get closer and closer to the race. Skippy Longstocking also went out over the main track this morning for a very routine gallop. On the other side, Nest and Mo Donegal for Todd Pletcher. Golden Glider for Mark Cassidy. They all trained on the training track. And Rich Strike, I guess they called an audible, kind of caught everybody off guard. We were all waiting for him to come out at his usual time on the main track at 8:45, and then lo and behold, learned that he went out over the training track instead. And I think part of the reason was that his rider also was going to ride or get aboard Latruska a little later. So I guess for scheduling purposes, they decided to send Rich Strike over to the training track, sure, where he did very little after having just a big day yesterday, as we mentioned on yesterday's report. That's the story with the 8 Belmont starters, but I did get to see some other interesting horses as the morning progressed. Big-name horses that are going to appear on Friday and Saturday's cards here at Belmont Park. And the first one was Flightline, the horse everybody's waiting to see. My first real look at him today. He also went out at 5:30, right? Actually, we beat Creative Minister out on the track, but only for an easy jog with his assistant trainer, Juan Laver, aboard. And like Creative Minister, he also got very lathered up in the coat. Now, I've never seen him before, so I don't know if that's routine or something that he does on a regular basis, especially in warm or muggy weather like we had this morning. But again, we'll take a closer look at him. I'm sure he's going to have a regular gallop tomorrow morning. A couple of horses that really caught my eye that are going to be running on the undercards over the weekend. The first was Outbox. He's in the Belmont Gold Cup. He won a Group 2 race in Germany at 2 miles in his last start. I thought he looked terrific here this morning. First time I've seen him, obviously, on the track. And Santin, the winner of the $1 million Turf Classic in his last start at Churchill Downs. Well, he looked like $1 million this morning when he came out on the track for Brendan Walsh, and he's going to try to make it 2 Grade 1s in a row when he goes in the Manhattan here on Saturday. So that's a brief synopsis of what we saw here, what transpired here today. Again, not expecting to see too much more out of these Belmont horses the next couple of mornings, but we're going to be out here anyway to take a look at them and maybe see some of the other big stars that are going to be running here this weekend. So keep it right here at DRF.com, not only for the best coverage of Belmont Stakes 2022, but also for the big Belmont Stakes card here and the Belmont weekend, Belmont Festival. So right here, DRF.com, right through Saturday.